Good morning, students. In the last lecture, we discussed all about the kinetic theory of gases. Today, we are going to discuss all about the radiations. In the 11th standard, we learned about the transfer of heat from one body, from one part to the another part. There are three types of mode of transfer of heat from one point to another point, and they are. First mode of transfer of heat is the conduction. What is conduction? Conduction means the mode of transfer of heat takes place without migration of particles. The particle does not migrate, they remain at their place, but the energy transfer from one particle to the another particle. Such mode of transfer of heat, it is called as a conduction. What is the example? The simple example of conduction is when a metal rod, one end of the metal rod is kept over a flame, that end heat up and the heat is transferred from one end to the other end without the migration of the particles. So this is the example of conduction. Now, what is the second mode of transfer of heat? The second mode of transfer of heat, it is nothing but the convection. What is convection? It is opposite to the conduction, in which the heat transfer from one part to another part with actual migration of particles. Particle travel from one part to another part carrying this heat. Therefore, the heat is transferred from one part to the another part. What is the example of convection? The example of convection is the boiling of water, in which the bottom molecule, bottom particle takes the heat and then it travels into the upward direction so that he can transfer heat from bottom to the upper layer. So with actual migration of particle, this mode of heat transfer takes place. Such a mode is called as a convection. And the third one is, it is called as a radiation, and we are going to discuss all about the radiation. Now what is radiation? Radiation is the type of mode of transfer of heat in which no material medium is necessary. It takes place without the material medium. And the simple and the best example of radiation is the heat we get from the sun. Okay, now what is actually radiation means, how this radiation takes place. When a hot body is emitting energy, it is in the form of radiant electromagnetic waves, and these electromagnetic waves, they are travel with the speed of light, and such type of energy which is radiated is called as a radiant energy, and such process is called as a radiation. As we stated earlier, for the radiation, no material medium is necessary. It can travel through the vacuum as well as it can travel through the medium. So, this is all about the radiation. But what happens when a radiation is fall on a metal surface or any surface? Then what happens? Some part of this radiation get absorbed, some part get reflected, and some part get transmitted. So in this lecture we are going to discuss all about what happens when a radiation is fall on the surface. Now this radiation can be simply explained when we kept our hand under the sunlight. Due to the heat, our hand get heated. Why? Because the heat radiation coming from the sun get absorbed by our skin and it get heated. So this is the example of absorption, reflection and transmission. They both are the same processes. So we are discussing in this lecture, when a radiation is fall on the surface, any surface, what happens. So suppose that Q is the amount of heat received or fall or incident on a surface. Now, some part of this heat get reflected. Some part get absorbed. The body absorb this heat and some part get transmitted. It is passing through the body. So we can say that the total heat received by the surface can reflected, can absorb, can transmitted. It is depend upon the nature of the surface. Okay, so simply we can write here this Q, the amount of heat incident on the surface, it is nothing but the sum of this amount of heat absorbed plus the amount of heat reflected plus the amount of heat transmitted. So this is Q is equal to QA plus QR plus QT. This is the simple relation we get. Now we are introducing here some coefficients which describe how much heat get absorbed, how much heat get reflected, and how much heat get transmitted. So here we introducing some coefficients. So the first coefficient is coefficient of absorption. What is coefficient of absorption? Coefficient of absorption is the ratio of amount of heat absorbed by the surface to the total heat incident on the surface. Now we know that the total heat received is equal to Q and the amount of heat absorbed is equal to QA. So we denote this coefficient of absorption by a letter small a, which is equal to, it is nothing but the QA, the amount of heat absorbed divided by the total amount of heat incident on the surface. So A is equal to QA divided by Q. Similarly, the second coefficient we are going to define here, it is the coefficient of reflection. What is coefficient of reflection? In the similar way we can define, it is the ratio of what? It is the ratio of amount of heat radiation reflected to the total amount of heat incident on the surface. So we can write here R is equal to QR divided by Q. So this is the coefficient of reflection, and the third one is, it is coefficient of absorption. So coefficient of transmission. So what is coefficient of transmission? It is denoted by letter small t, which is equal to the amount of heat transmitted through the surface, that is QT, and it is divided by the amount of heat incident on the surface. So T is equal to QT divided by Q. So here we define three type of coefficient: coefficient of absorption, coefficient of reflection, and coefficient of transmission. Then what is the relation between these three coefficients? So we can add these equations. So we get it is equal to A plus R plus T. Then it is equal to, what is equal to? It is equal to QA divided by Q plus QR divided by Q plus QT divided by T. So we can write here as QA plus QR plus QT, and it is divided by, but we already stated that QA plus QR plus QT is equal to Q. So QA cancel is equal to 1. So we can write here A plus R plus T is equal to 1. So this is the relation between the coefficient of absorption, coefficient of reflection, and coefficient of transmission, which is equal to 1. Now we are defining here two type of bodies, diathermalous and athermalous bodies. What is diathermalous body? Diathermalous body means the body or the substance through which the radiation can pass through. The radiation can pass through some substances easily at the given frequency and wavelength. Such type of substances are called as the diathermalous substances. So we are going to discuss and define these two types of bodies. This is diathermal substance or diathermalous body. What is diathermalous? Means the body or substance through which the radiation can easily pass through. They are called as diathermal substances, and for these diathermal substances, all the radiation can pass through. All the radiation can pass through. So we can say that for these diathermal substances, this T coefficient of transmission is not equal to 0. It is not equal to 0. It has some value. Okay. The transmission coefficient has some value. It means this diathermal substances never good absorber and never good reflector. So we can say that what is diathermal substances? Diathermal substances which can pass the heat radiation through it, and for that this coefficient of transmission is not equal to 0. Means some heat energy, heat radiation can transmit from one portion, from one medium to the another medium passing through these diathermalous substances. It means it is not a good absorber, it is not a good reflector. What are the examples of diathermalous substances through which the heat radiation can pass through? The simple example is the glass. Quartz. These are the examples through which the heat radiation can pass through. Now, on the other hand, another type of body, it is called as the athermalous. What are athermalous? Athermalous means the substances which opaque to the heat radiation. Opaque means it does not allow to pass through him. So pass through it. So we can say that athermalous substances are the substances which are opaque, which does not allow to pass the heat radiation through it. Now, for this athermalous substances, we can say that the coefficient of transmission is equal to 0. Coefficient of transmission is equal to 0. So we can write T is equal to 0. But if T is equal to 0, then from this equation we write A plus R is equal to 1. So these are the two conditions for the athermalous substances. What are the examples of athermalous substances? The simple example is nothing but the wood, through which no heat radiation can pass through. Another examples are given in the book, so you need to read that examples. Simple example of athermalous substances is the wood. Okay, now look at here. We write here for thermal substances through which the heat radiation can't pass through, A plus R is equal to 1. It means if A is equal to 0, then R is equal to 1. What does it mean? It means that if the heat radiation does not absorb, if the heat radiation does not absorb, it totally get reflected. So for the thermal substances which do not absorb any heat radiation, all heat radiation get reflected. A is equal to 0 means no heat get absorbed by the body, and R is equal to 1 means the amount of heat incident on the surface is totally get reflected and nothing is absorbed and nothing is transmitted. In the another case, so we can also say that if it is a good reflector, R is equal to 1 means it is a good reflector. A good reflector is a bad absorber. Bad absorber means it does not absorb any type of heat. Okay, simply we can write here if A is equal to 1, then R is equal to 0. What happens in this case? The total heat is absorbed by the substance, but nothing is get reflected. So a good absorber is a bad reflector. So from this equation A plus R plus T1, we can get some type of conclusions by which we can say that a good absorber is a bad reflector and a good reflector is a bad absorber. So in this lecture we discuss about the radiation, the type of mode of transfer of heat from one part to another part, their conduction, convection and radiation. And here we see the radiation in which we introduce some coefficients, coefficient of absorption, coefficient of reflection and coefficient of transmission. We derive the relation between them and then we discuss about the diathermalous substances and athermalous substances. So this is all for today. In the next lecture we are going to discuss about a very important topic which is nothing but the perfectly black body and its black body radiation. This is for today. Have a good day. Bye.